Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So I made this 56 furnace super smelter today on stream, but on this video I'm going to be showing you how to build it. But since this one is already built, we're going to need to find somewhere else to build it. Alright, well I couldn't find anywhere at my base to put the furnace, so I'm just going to hide it in somebody else's building. I'll just tear down whatever this is, and now we can get to work. Place the first furnace about 1 block off the ground and 1 block away from any walls. Then place as many furnaces as you can fit, while still remaining 3 blocks away from any walls. The rest of the redstone sticks out too far to have it go any further than this, but to make sure that it can be concealed, we're still going to knock off 1 furnace off of this design. This furnace though can be extended or shortened as much as you want it to be. Now with the 2 block gap in the middle, place another row of furnaces. Alright, next you're going to place hoppers on the back of every single one of these furnaces. Next, we're going to place another row of hoppers on the top of every single one of these. Well, I ran out of materials, so now I'm going to go raid them from the nearest base. Alright, now that we have the materials we need, we can get back to work on this. And next you're going to need to set up the droppers. You need 2 on this end, and 2 on these outside hoppers too. And then connect hoppers to these. These prevent your fuel from despawning while they go through the system. Now place solid blocks over these hoppers here. Now we're going to build our water channels. This is how your fuel will get distributed throughout the furnace. These can be made out of any block that you want, and even built into the wall as well. Now into this dispenser, put 2 hoppers and place your chests on top of them. That will prevent the water from going back as well. Now we're going to need signs and water. So out of each dropper, put a water source. Let's grab our packed ice, and this goes where the hopper was. Then you can replace this with 2 solid blocks. Space out the water streams to every 4 blocks. Every dry spot, put a piece of packed ice. Now, place signs everywhere that you put a piece of ice. Now you can put your water sources on that block now. So now we're going to need to place observers into these. Put a block as a buffer so that you don't lock the hopper. And with that, the fueling system is ready. This is the input for your coal or lava boat. Now we're going to build a timer system for a minecart hopper that'll run over all of these hoppers. Place a detector rail, the regular rail, and a powered rail behind it. Now we're going to be placing powered rails every 3 regular rails. Alright, place observers into the detector and place solid blocks behind the powered rails. While we're here, we'll place double chests over these rails, and hoppers facing into them. On top of the hoppers, place another double chest. That will be your input chest. Right now we're going to set up the timer return system. Now to give it a better chance of distribution, I'm going to put a longer timer on this one than I put on my own. Place a piece of redstone coming off of here, and then a whole bunch of repeaters. Don't forget to set your repeaters to a 4-tick delay. Now's a good time to mention that occasionally, your minecarts will just stop circulating back and forth. So add buttons here so you can restart the process. Alright, now we need to power these rails. Place blocks on top of every single powered rail that you see. Alright, now connect all of these platforms you just built. Place redstone dust on top. Place all your redstone, and then just place some source of power for it. Ensure all the redstone is powered, and if it's not, place a repeater and then add more redstone dust. If you did everything correctly, all of your rails should be powered, and we can test out the rail system now. Let's grab our minecarts and give this a try. Place down the minecarts and press the buttons. Alright, so the next step is going to be retrieving the items out of the furnaces. That will be accomplished with a whole lot of hoppers. So first, determine where you want your chest to be. We're going to have the output chest sitting right here. Now, you're going to need to make sure that your hoppers don't touch this block and don't run directly underneath this hopper. Otherwise, they'll start taking your fuel, or they'll be locked every once in a while by this, which will interrupt how fast it can actually extract the items. Then place solid blocks over that. Now put a hopper underneath every single furnace. If we did everything correctly, this should now be a fully working super furnace. We just need to add the fuel and put something into smelting. Thank you for watching my very first tutorial.